Makan bakso pakai cuka. Bakso habis dimakan sendiri. Sebelum presentasi dibuka, izinkan saya memperkenalkan diri. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ardiansyah. I make this video to fulfill my assignment with Mr. Nuardi SPD MED about subject research and development. And in this video, I would like to explain my material is the ethics of educational and social research. The awareness of ethical concern in research is reflected in the growth of relevant literature and in the appearance of regulatory codes of research practice formulated by various agencies and professional bodies. Ethical issues may stem from the kinds of problems investigated by social scientists and the methods they use to obtain valid and reliable data. This means that each stage in the research sequence raises ethical issues. In this video, we review several issues in the ethical field. This can constitute a set of initial considerations that researchers should address in planning research. The first, informed consent. Informed consent has been defined by Diemer and Crandall 1978 as the procedures in which individuals choose whether to participate in an investigation after being informed of facts that would be likely to influence their decisions. The second, access and acceptance. The relevance of the principle of informed consent becomes apparent at the initial stage of the research project that of access to the institution or organization where the research is to be conducted, and acceptance by those whose permission one needs before embarking on the task. Investigators cannot expect access to a nursery, school, college, or factory as a matter of right. They have to demonstrate that they are worthy as researchers and human beings of being accorded the facilities needed to carry out their investigations. The third, the nature of ethics in social research. A matter of principled sensitivity to the rights of others. Being ethical limits the choices we can make in the pursuit of truth. Ethics say that while truth is good, respect for human dignity is better, even if in the extreme case, the respect of human nature leaves one ignorant of human nature. Kevin, 1977. The fourth, sources of tension. Aronson and Carl Smith 1969 is the tension that exists between two sets of related values held by society. A belief in the value of free scientific inquiry in pursuit of truth and knowledge, and a belief in the dignity of individuals and their rights to those considerations that follow from it. And the fifth, voices of experience. Voices of experience is someone who is knowledgeable and knows a lot about what they are talking about because they have experienced it or gone through it themselves. 6. Ethical dilemmas. At the beginning of this chapter, spook cost or benefits ratio. This has been explained by Frankfurt Nehemias and Nehemias as a conflict between two rights which they express as the right to research and acquire knowledge and the right of individual research participants to self-determination, privacy, and dignity. And the seventh, ethics and research methods in education. Ethical problems arising from research methods used in educational context occur passim in Burgess 1989 edited collection of papers, The Ethics of Educational Research, and the book is recommended to readers for their perusal. Burgess himself considers ethical issues emerging from ethnographic research, 1989. Ethics and Evaluative Research, Strike 1990, discussing the ethics of educational evaluation, offers two broad principles which may form the basis of further considerations in the field of evaluation. These are the principle of benefit maximization and the principle of equal respect. The former, the principle of benefit maximization, holds that the best decision is the one that results in the greatest benefit for most people. It is pragmatic in the sense that it judges the rightness of our action by their consequences, or, as Track 1990 says, the best action is the one with the best results. And the ninth, research and regulation, ethical codes and review. Ethical regulation exists at several levels: legislation, ethics review committees to oversee research in universities and other institutions. This can constitute a major hurdle for those planning to undertake research. Ethical codes of the professional bodies and associations, as well as the personal ethics of individual researchers, are all important regulatory mechanisms. And then, sponsored research. Sponsored research does not absolve the researcher from ethical behavior. On the other hand, sponsors do have the right to remain confidential. They may have the right to non-disclosure of who they are and the purposes and findings of the research. And the last, about responsibilities to the research community. What responsibility to the research community does the research have? If a negative research report is released, will school retrench, preventing future research in school from being undertaken? Negative research data, such as reported evidence on deliberate grade inflation by schools in order to preserve reputation, Morrison and Tang 2002, may not endear researchers to schools. So, based on my explanation about my material, the conclusion is, in this chapter, or in this video review, we have attempted to acquaint readers with some of the ethical difficulties they are likely to experience in the conduct of such research. To this end, we have drawn on the key concepts and ideas from deliberations on investigations in the educational, psychological, social psychological, and sociological domains in order to elucidate some of the more important dilemmas and issues that are an inevitable part of social research. So that's all about my explanation. Sorry if I had a mistake, sir. I take full responsibility if I had a mistake, and I close my assignment with pantun. Naik delman pergi ke kota, jangan lupa membeli alpukat. Demikian presentasi saya, semoga bermanfaat. And thank you for all your fully attention, guys, and thank you, sir. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.